Everyone, myself Vaibhav. In today's session of Visual JForex, I will explain to you the use of variable named trade event. This is an variable which we also utilize as a start point for the initializing of the algorithm. In a prior session, I think during the start of this series, we had taken a brief look on that. In today's session, we will go into the details and also we will see its subcomponents which we can utilize to define or set some condition. Here you will find this trade event variable. This is actually an array of data. We can look into this array and take out individual variables also. You can say sub variables or variable, whichever way you like it, and we can then utilize these characteristics to define the conditions as per the requirement of the algorithm. The trade event is basically the order being placed. It can be a pending order. Suppose if your algorithm places a pending order, then the new event will happen, a trade event. So this description is also there. You can refer to it anytime you feel you need bit clarity on what this variable stands for. Going into its individual characteristic, last trade event, it can be any type of order. It can be a pending open order, or even if the order gets executed, if the fill happens for the earlier placed order, even that is a new trade event. And when the trade is closed, that is also going to be a trade event. Basically, this variable comes into play most prominently during the trailing stop loss structure. When we define the trailing stop loss or we want to conserve our profit, we define the conditions using these variables. We go into the trade message positions and look at the position which has been opened, and whenever we need the stop loss to be revised as the profit goes on increasing, we have to continuously monitor the trade message position messages being generated, and those messages play a key role in tracking the current profit level. And as I said, this tracking is going to happen on tick by tick basis. So for each tick, as the structure changes and as the profit level changes, the trailing setup will also need to revise the stop loss levels, and only when the revision happens, the new message will be generated and again the system will initialize. We can see what is the fill time, create time, all the position details, and we also can see what is the state of current order, if it has been filled or it is still pending. Even we can look at the current positions open price, and as I said, the profit loss in pips, profit loss in USD. We can do the tracking using these array of data, and we also have all these tracking options provided to us. We can also monitor the stop loss price levels. Even after the revision happens, the newly revised stop loss price will take place of the earlier price, and we will have it. Even we can define the structure in which we can revise the take profit, so that condition can also be done. And to set all those conditions, we need to rely on these trade messages position data. We can simply look at what kind of trade is there, and if it is long, then we can design the setup accordingly, so that when the price increases, our stop loss prices, if we have defined the trailing setup, our stop loss price will be revised higher and higher. In case the trade is short and the price is declining, we can also enlarge the target price, and also we can revise the stop loss price lower, so that the profit, if there is any, will be safe and we don't lose all the amount of profit in case the reversal happens before hitting the target price. So we can utilize this variable, go into the details, take a look on its individual characteristics and define the conditions. As I said, we can utilize this as the start point, and the trailing setup is mostly defined using this start point. Of course, you can utilize other start point also, but as I said, this initializes only when the order is changed or new order is placed, and only when new event happens, the new initialization happens, and that helps us in keeping the structure functional and also quite efficient.